Good morning, guys. Since the topic was arising quite often lately, I wanted to share something about it. This morning I was reading in the book Opening Doors Within, and the message was again about just enjoying and being able to just go with the flow, with the natural tide, and just like do what feels right rather than creating yourself a continuous list of things you have to do. I think we are all coping with that, and I think this is a really like a universal conditioning almost, or a universal phenomenon that we are not really able to just be and to just see what feels right, like a child, you know, and like they wake up and they're like, oh, I feel like playing outside, and then maybe 1 hour later they're like, oh, but you know what, I'm gonna make a beautiful painting just because it feels right. They're not overthinking it, they're not questioning it, they are not making up that list of things they want to do throughout the whole day. They are just being in the moment. Often we see it as well, the older they get, the more they start clinging to this list as well, and to these expectations of the day. They're telling their mom, for example, or their dad, hey, I want to do this, this, this and this today in order to have fun. So fun becomes like something to chase, something we're chasing by for fulfilling a certain list of things. Yeah, I recognize it very much, but I do feel and I do sense that it's a complete illusion. We cannot chase joy. That's also just our ego that is looking for fulfillment. Yeah, that's not our inner being or our awareness. That's really our ego screaming for joy. But yet, even if we know all of those things, let's say, or even if we sense it somewhere that it might be like that, even then it can be really exhausting to be thrown from here to there just because you're fulfilling your to-do list. Now it's weekend, and so the more time we have, the more I feel like this can be overwhelming, and this can be really like full on. I'm experiencing it right now again as well, so that's why it feels right to share it as well. I woke up and I also immediately had 50 things in my head that I needed to do or that I wanted to do. I thought, okay, I'm first gonna do a meditation, maybe it calms me down a little bit. But no, because that's where you already start kind of the fight against it, right? Like, I'm gonna fix it, I'm gonna go against it. That's what I was, the thoughts that were coming up under my shower were, the more you fight pain, the more painful it becomes. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. It's like the more we fight in this restlessness, the more we're fighting those emotions, those thoughts that come up, the more they start screaming and the louder they get. I see that for myself all the time. It's like, Marieke, don't be so restless. Marieke, stop running around. It's weekend, just enjoy. Marieke, don't make a to-do list again. And so I'm going against myself, and it becomes like a very annoying battle between me and myself. So there is like no ending to that, and your restlessness gets way higher, your annoyment gets way higher, and so emotions start to arise. It's like you're clinging to it. While I do believe if we would just be able to allow all emotions and all thoughts to enter, because we are just natural beings, like things flow and things come and go. Mostly now that we're close to the full moon, a lot of things are happening. So yeah, when something like that comes up, like when I feel restless and when I have the thoughts that I have to do many things, maybe it would help if I would just say, that's okay, I feel restless. It's okay that I feel like I have to do 100 things. It's all okay. No judgment, no clinging to the thoughts or the emotions. And very soon they will go and leave again. When we are going against them, when we are trying to suppress them, when we are trying to push them away, they are like, all right, we're just gonna double ourselves and we're gonna be way louder than we were before. So pushing and suppressing and going against it just doesn't work. Let's agree on that. I think we can all feel it and see it from our personal experience that it just doesn't work. Also, the other day, I was, for myself, really willing to figure out why I was so unable to just enjoy my day and to just feel the easiness and the natural flow of the day. Why is it so hard for me? So basically on Thursday and Friday this week I had literally nothing to do. So I was free to do whatever I wanted to do. I thought I'm gonna do some ceramics and I already had a few ideas, but my main point was just try to be at ease. Well, there my sabotage voice came in and was like, no, what are you doing? And you're useless and you're supposed to work and life is supposed to be hard. And this massive guilt, it really, like, I feel it in my underbelly, this massive guilt of yeah, like not allowing myself to just have an easy day. It's incredible. So I did a meditation on that, just like feeling through it and basically letting those thoughts arise so I could observe them better, I could hear them more clearly, like what's going on here inside of me, that time after time I don't allow myself to enjoy myself. Those things came out here. I feel guilty when I am free to enjoy my time. I feel worthless then. I wasn't supposed to feel joy when everyone else was suffering. It wasn't fair. I was doing good and the others were doing bad. I felt guilty. Why they and not me? Why are they suffering and why am I not suffering? This is not fair. I'm fighting those emotions of guilt every time instead of allowing them and softly letting them leave without judgment. When you fight pain, it becomes more painful, more present, louder. Why? Why doesn't bring me anything? So those things came out of that meditation, and even when I'm talking about them now, I can feel that there is quite a lot of pain behind it. There is like a big emotional load behind it. It's just beautiful in a way to sit still and just listen to those voices a bit clearer, like observe them without judging them, and you will figure out a lot about yourself. It's like I'm getting to know myself again a little bit deeper. I'm starting to understand why I feel so guilty every time. And just by being aware of it, by understanding myself and my old conditioning, it becomes easier to shift that conditioning, to shift those beliefs. I know which ones they are, and now I can shift them, I can let them go without fighting them or suppressing them. Every time they come, I will allow them, they can be here, there is space for them to be there. And then I'm just like, okay, but today I no longer feel guilty, and it's okay if I do feel guilty. But I feel deep down that I am just allowed to be in love, to enjoy life. Yeah, it's really about accepting the way things feel, the way things are, and then it will easily just shift by itself. Yeah. yeah, I think it's beautiful. I wanted to share that with you guys because I've seen it around me, and I'm very aware of the fact that I'm not the only one who's dealing with this topic. I see it like a lot around me as well, probably because it's so alive inside of me, so I recognize it with others. Even if they are not aware of it, a lot of people are just running. And when you keep yourself busy all the time, you will probably not have to deal with that guilty feeling so much. I have exactly the same. I used to be on a plane 20 times a year. I used to do 500 hobbies, have 5,000 friends, and you know, I was definitely busy all the time. My agenda was fully packed, so I had no moment to feel the guilt until I would sit down and be with myself and just calm down. Then the guilt would just overtake me. That's why we usually keep going in that running rat, to not feel those emotions of guilt, to not have to be confronted with those painful, annoying, restless feelings. We rather just don't feel them, right? It's logical, it makes sense. Even I am sometimes thinking, fuck it, I'm just gonna go keep myself busy so I don't have to deal with this. But I do know it's not a long-term solution. I do know it's something that's like asking to be healed, kind of asking for a bit of attention. It's asking me, hey Marieke, now you're like a mature woman, take care of yourself today. What was back then is not right here anymore. It's not true. It's an illusion. It's stories, it's conditionings, it's belief systems. It's not who you truly are deep down there. So my being is actually screaming for my attention, so it can all be healed. Beautiful. Even by talking to you guys, I feel calmer. It's like I feel understood by listening to whatever comes out of me right now. I always feel like the advice I'm giving or the things I'm saying are meant for all of you, but definitely as well for myself. At the end, we're all the same, right? But yeah, it's cool. When I say it out loud, it gets clearer to me. I feel like I'm giving myself some help. It's beautiful. It's really, really powerful. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, because yeah, you helped me too. It's like we are just all there together. I wish you a nice, beautiful weekend where whatever emotions come up are allowed to be there, and they can leave like the clouds whenever they're ready. You know, that's also something I thought the other day. Sometimes in nature it's rainy, sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's sunny. It can't be sunny all the time. Have a nice day, loves. Bye bye.